The Alpha Sessions with Emma Joyce.
I'm here with Louise Parker. Thank you so much for giving up time to jump on the call with us. We were just saying off air that you've had a mega busy 2020 and we spent half of it in lockdown. So it probably would have been like even more busy if we weren't in lockdown.
Yeah, it's a bit mind-blowing, isn't it? Because I can't imagine being able to do much more than I am right now.
Yeah, wow.
I've only got, one set of hands and, yeah, it's been a little bit manic, yeah.
Because you've already released 2 singles this year.
So I've released one single. This is my second single that's coming out.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. And have you had to do different things because we've been in lockdown to make it a thing?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. So my first single that I released with Joey Clarkson was a duet. It's called If You Want Me To. We recorded that in lockdown. So each in our own bedrooms. Yeah, yeah. And then we, just kind of called each other or, messaged each other, messaged the producer, just going backwards and forwards, messages about what we liked and what we didn't like. And that was, it was tedious. I'm very fortunate that the guy that produced that track, Ryan, has the absolute patience of a saint. When he was dealing with me and Joey, just going back and being like, no, we don't like this bit. But it's hard because when you're not in a studio with someone, it's hard to get it across what you're looking for.
Yeah, and it kind of is more taxing to communicate in ways that aren't just face-to-face in a studio, different to normal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I said to Joey a couple of times, I'd do some vocal takes. I'm lucky, we've both got our own equipment, which is really super fortunate. So we'd both do vocal takes and send them to him thinking that it was, we were like really proud of it. And then he'd come back and he'd be like, you can do this better. That was really hard to hear. It was just like, you're right, we'll do it again. It would do it again. But yes, that whole single was recorded in lockdown, which is crazy. I haven't seen Joey since we wrote the song in February. So everything we did was all the promotion is online. It's all the social media. Like that's always been quite a big thing anyway, the music industry of the last kind of 5-10 years.
Yeah.
But even more so now, it's so important, social media, connecting with people, because you just can't do it obviously the way that we used to.
Have you felt the pressure to make that more of a thing because of the way we are at the moment?
I've always been really big on my social media.
Okay. Because
I do have fans, American fans, or European fans. So obviously they can't always come to my gigs. Obviously, yeah. I don't expect them. It's a long way. Yeah. I mean, I get it. I'm quite fabulous, but I understand. No. So I've always tried to be good with my social media to interact with people, because you do just make a lot more fans online than you might do if you're out at a gig nowadays. But it has been definitely a labour of love in the last couple of months, fine-tuning little bits and making sure that you're communicating with people as best as you can. Yeah
Have you felt the need to do it more so but away from the music? So obviously social media is used for promotion and what's coming up and gigs and stuff, but from a personal perspective, is there quite a thin line between what you share on social media, music related, versus this is what I ate today? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do, because literally yesterday on my Instagram stories I did a whole kind of couple of minutes about my lunch.
Yeah. By the way, I didn't see that, so
Are you sure?
I swear.
That line has been well and truly crossed. Predominantly only, this is the thing, I use my social medias different on each platform. Yeah. So for example, Twitter, I do a lot of dad jokes. I don't know why, but that's just become my dad joke platform.
That's nice.
And so my Instagram stories, I do use more for everyday life or little bits, because I know that's going to be disappeared in 24 hours. So it doesn't really matter. I'm like, I'll just put, whatever I'm doing that day, keeps people interacting. In lockdown, I recently got TikTok.
Oh.
I was very persuaded by Sam, one of my managers. She was like, you should get it. It's a great tool. You're going to, meet loads of new people, convert them into fans. And I was like, after a couple of months, I was like, fine, look, I'll give it a go. Yeah. But I was like, I'm only doing music. I'm not going to be doing any of these TikTok dances. It was literally 2 or 3 weeks in, I've done all of the TikTok dances. I'm doing all of the trends. My music is now posted once a week. And So bad, but I do a lot of random rubbish on TikTok now as well.
How does it work? Is it like followers in the same way as other platforms?
Yeah, so people follow you and they can like your videos.
Okay.
But it's also connected to your Instagram.
Oh.
So people can then click through to your Instagram and follow you on your other social media platforms. And I think in the past month, I've got 100 new likes on my Instagram from TikTok.
Oh, that's cool.
So it works. It does
definitely
work. And obviously it's then converting those people into fans of my music, which hopefully will then, they'll enjoy what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Or what I'd like to do professionally.
Yeah.
That isn't a TikTok dance or something completely random. Yeah.
Can we go back to your single with Joey? Because obviously, we've had Joey on the show. She's lovely.
Isn't she?
And Alan and I were chatting last night just about how you are almost like a missing bit of the Alpha Sessions puzzle. Just because we've had loads of guests come in and they all seem to know you, so you're like the missing link.
That's amazing! I can't believe people
it's
know me.
Cool. Yeah.
Famous.
So, what was the single by you and Joey about?
So it was about that kind of that love that you feel for someone, that kind of love at first sight.
Yeah.
But we wanted it to be a bit empowering, like female-wise. It shouldn't be the man saying "let's get going." It's me and Joey. It's the women saying "let's go home and have a conversation." I'm not taking you back to my house to do dirty. I don't know what I can and can't say.
That's fine. I get that.
I think we'd do dirty.
Yeah.
So it was more like, let's go home and have a conversation. And I have this whole thing. I always tell people that I'm an introvert in the way that I don't like shallow conversations. So small talk, the weather and things like that. Like, I'm the person at a party that instead of having conversations like that, I'd rather play with your pets.
Yeah, I'm saying.
So you get me, right?
Yeah.
So me and Joey, we put this whole section in where it was like, cut out the small talk and tell me about what the storm inside is. It's because that's me. I'm always like, when I meet people, I'm like aliens and science and religion, and I want to know the deep conversations. It was about that. It was about staying up
straight down to business.
Getting down to business, but
not in that way.
The business,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, so it was all about that kind of female empowerment, taking control, and just having a good time with someone. Yeah,
that's really cool. So you didn't waste any time in getting ready to release the next one. And this is a conversation I have with a lot of musicians at the moment. I think, particularly in lockdown, I'm not a musician, and I am in the privileged position of listening to a track and not necessarily thinking about how much hard work and how much preparation, more than just the recording it takes to actually release that track.
Yes.
How have you managed to fit it all in?
So, my new single, Lie to Me, the one that's coming out next week, next Friday, was actually ready to go before Joey and I even started recording.
Oh, okay.
Cool. I'd already uploaded it to my publishers. We had the date in mind. We knew exactly what, because we just wanted to give ourselves some time.
Yeah.
And then Joey came along and was like, do you want to do this? And I was like, sure. She was like, this is the release date. And I was like, okay. So actually, there's only, I think, 4 weeks in between our 2 releases. There was only 4 weeks.
Yeah.
But, Lie to Me was already done and ready to go. So it was kind of just like, why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
But it has been a little bit of a squeeze with kind of like putting promotion in place for mine and Joey's duet single, and now rolling into the promotion for my single. It has been absolutely insane, because Joey and I are still doing interviews for that single, and now it's crossing over because I'm doing interviews for my next single.
At least it's keeping you busy.
Well, Joey's got a track coming out on the 26th of June as well.
Oh, amazing.
We're released. I keep saying she's my release sister. We're music on all the same dates, and that wasn't even planned. She just found out during an interview. We were having a joint interview, and I was like, oh yeah, my next single is the 26th of June, and she was like, my next single is the 26th of June. So we've both been absolutely like just here, there, and everywhere, and I love it though. I do love it. I love it. Crazy.
Good hecticness.
Yes.
So
busy, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. What's the new single about then?
So, Lie to Me is kind of born out of my indecisiveness.
Okay.
I'm a fixer as a person. Like, that is my personality type. I'm a fixer.
I very much empathise with that.
Yeah. And I guess I was in a situation that I wasn't happy, but I wasn't quite sure how to fix it.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of battling with myself with what to do. And I think in this day and age where everything, all information is at the end of your fingertips, the click of a button and everything's there, people forget that sometimes people just need hugs or just to be told that everything's going to be all right. Yeah. And I'm one of those, I'm quite simple in that, I don't need flowers. They're nice. I'll never turn them down. I don't need them. I like deep conversations, as I said, and hugs. And so I guess this song is about just asking this person, even if it's a lie, just to tell me everything's going to be all right, because that's just what I need to hear.
Yeah. I have to say, the lack of hugs is something I've really been feeling right now.
Oh,
You've just reminded me.
I'm a huge hugger. I know, and it's really doing me in. It's really
for me. I think that's almost worse than lockdown itself, which sounds weird.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean, because this is the thing. It'd be nice to go see my friends, but not being able to see them and be the way that I'm so used to with them. Yeah, almost feels so like you're cheating yourself a little bit, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Lie to me, lie to me. Tell me, love me. Say you'll be true to me. Lie to me, lie to me. Tell me I'm beautiful. Say you'll never leave me. Let's pretend that this is where you wanna be. My whole heart belongs to you, but your mind is with the wind, and you can't change the way that you feel. But for one more night, could you try? And I'll leave your side of the bed made, just in case you come back one day. Lie to me, lie to me. Tell me you love me, and say you'll be true to me. Lie to me, lie to me. Tell me I'm beautiful, and say you'll never leave. You don't need to ask if you want to go. Pack your bags when I'm not around. Just leave me a note, and I'll leave your side of the bed made, just in case you come back one day. And lie to me, lie to me. Tell me you love me, and say you'll be true to me. Lie to me, lie to me. Tell me I'm beautiful, and say you'll never leave me. Oh, yeah, yeah. Woo-hoo. And I'll leave your side of the bed made, 'cause right now I can't face the heartbreak. Lie to me, lie to me, and tell me you love me, and say you'll be true to me. Lie to me, lie to me. say you'll never leave. Please.
The Alpha Sessions with Emma Joyce.
So in terms of writing all the tracks and the crazy hecticness, where do you get your inspiration from generally?
Comes from everywhere and anywhere.
Okay.
So sometimes I'm just out and about, or I might be going for a run or a walk, just doing stuff. Sometimes I'm just at work.
Yeah.
And sometimes people will say things to me, like sayings, and I take it down. Like I've got a whole notes section on my phone of just like one-liners that I adore. You just pick things up, or you pick little stories up from people, or as I said, I'm just out and about and I think something. I think that would sound great in a song, and I write it down. Sometimes I just come up with songs, like especially when I'm driving, which is really, I should be almost dangerous. I promise I'm concentrating on what I'm doing. But yeah, one of my previous tracks that I released last year, it's called Rearview Mirror. I wrote when I was driving. Out of road rage. Yeah. So yeah, and, you know, obviously I was thinking of these lyrics and I pulled over safely, indicated, pulled over, and I just, you know, made a quick voice note, wrote down what I'd kind of got in my head, and then carried on to my destination, and obviously wrote it when I got there. But it just happens everywhere. It's just, you know, sometimes I write them in my sleep and I wake up and write it down. Sometimes I don't wake up, and then the next morning I can't remember it. Like,
oh no, that's the worst.
It is, but sometimes I wake up and what I've written is absolutely terrible. So that would have been worth rolling over and just going back to sleep for. Yeah.
And what kind of music have you been listening to whilst you've been doing what you're doing?
At the moment, I've been a lot of feel good music.
Okay. Yeah.
So the summer bangers, because it is summer.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of summer bangers I've been listening to, but I've got a playlist on Spotify that I've called Inspiration.
Okay.
And it's like songs that inspire me, whether that be like I'm in a bad mood and they make me happy, or if I want to write a song and I listen to it, I'm like, it just gets you in the mood. Yeah. So a lot of it's kind of like singer-songwriter, Sarah Bareilles, storytelling kind of stuff. And some of it, I don't know if you know Andy Grammer.
I don't actually.
He's got this song, it's in Pitch Perfect, and that's where I first got it from. But it's like, you gotta keep your head up, oh, so you can let your hair down, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard that song.
Yeah, and that is like one of my favourites. Sometimes I just put that on repeat when I'm like in a really bad mood, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be all right, you know. This is one of those songs that just gets me 100%. But yeah, so right now it's a lot of singer-songwriter, pop stuff.
Yeah.
But that will change next week. It'll be like rap.
Yeah.
The week after it could be country. You know, it just really depends on my mood and the weather. The weather really affects my music.
The weather affects music and mood, I think, 100%.
Yeah, really. 100%. When it's sunny, I am the best person to be around.
I have a little sunshine dance. 100%.
Yes! If you could do it every day for me, that would be great, because the sunshine just makes me so happy.
You've also done quite a few online streams. Obviously, like missing the physical audience, I imagine, has been a massive tough one at the moment. How have you found the online thing, and have you found that you've had to like transition your brain because there isn't that physical audience, or have you just kind of got straight into it?
100%. So I did live streams before when I was living in America to keep connected with my UK fans. I was doing live streams, but they've definitely obviously become more prominent in lockdown because you can't go out. And there is a real transition period because there is things that are just completely different. You know, you finish a song and it's just that.
Yeah, no one claps.
It's just nothing. Yeah. And I always have this joke with my fans. I always say to them, it's strange because obviously you'd never go to a shop and just leave with an item of clothing without paying for it. It's a transaction. Yeah. I'm giving you part of my soul, and in return you clap. Yeah. And it is a little bit like that. It's just like you're doing good, like someone saying, well done, that was good, you know. So when you don't have that in live streams, that is something that's probably the hardest thing to get used to, is that. However, I do like live streams in the way that there's a constant communication going on in the comment section.
Yeah, kind of like you're constantly being heckled.
Well, but in a nice way. Like, it's more like a go you, which is kind of nice. Oh, can you hear that? There's sirens in the background.
Oh.
I promise it's not me. I haven't done anything bad. Yeah, so it's kind of nice because they're asking you questions or they're requesting songs. And obviously at a gig, you don't get that because people are silent. They want to listen to what you've got to say.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice that they feel like they have an input into what you're doing. It's a give and take in that way, which I quite like. Yeah.
I think that's really cool. The way you describe it is more, I like the transaction.
Yeah, it's the but that's the thing, because people don't
I
often
never thought of it like that.
get it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I never thought about that at all, really.
No, people don't. And then when they're like, but why is it weird? And I'm like, well, you wouldn't just go to a shop and steal an item of clothing, would you?
No, exactly.
Flat for me.
Do you think that's part of the process that you miss the most in the current world?
Yes, I do. I do miss that. For me, it's not just kind of like, it's not just like the affirmation of doing a good job and the clapping. It's the seeing people afterwards at the merch table.
Yeah.
I think that's what I miss the most. It's, it's getting to talk to people face to face and eye contact. And as we said, hugging and just knowing someone's all right in person. It's, you've got
so
that
different.
on a screen. It's so much harder to make sure people are okay.
We have this chat all the time, like, I'm a huggy person, and if you were down in the studio, like, we would have a hug and we'd have a chat off air, and then obviously, like, we'd go on air in the studio, whereas now, like, obviously, it's the first time I've met you, and
we haven't hugged it out.
And also there isn't that physical eye contact. Obviously, like, there's that eye contact on Zoom, but it's not quite the same as that whole hi, like, in person.
Yeah, it is. I think it's harder, to get across yourself a little bit more on a screen than it is in person.
Absolutely.
It's that little personal touch, and it's signing things, which I think I get more enjoyment out of than the people that actually want me to sign CDs or
I'm sure
their
that's
diaries or shirts. I love it, and I don't think it's ever going to get old. It's just one of those things that I adore. So I do.
Have you ever had to, like, sign a large amount of things in one hit? Because I reckon that's where the novelty wears off. Like, sign your name 1,000 times, go.
Oh, okay, yeah, not like that, actually.
Okay. I reckon the time will come.
Oh, well, I hope so, yeah, touch wood. Yeah, there's been a couple of instances. Yeah, there's been a couple of instances, like at the merch table where I've had a queue of people, but that's just still really surreal for me, because I'm like, oh my God, people want to talk to me, they think I'm interesting. They don't know.
You are interesting.
Well, apparently, yeah.
Wide awake at 2 a.m., texting you from my phone. Come on over, I hate sleeping alone. I know I said we wouldn't work out, too busy listening to my friends. Boy, come on over, let me start over again. Just me and you, and a bottle of whiskey will do. You bring the conversation, I got the juice. Let's skip to the part where we make up. You miss me and I miss us. I'm sorry for the way I let you down. No, I don't feel that way now. Apologize for things you said, but help me understand what you meant. Let's promise to never let this happen again, 'cause I don't wanna be just friends. Lock the door when you get here. You know exactly where I'll be. Come on over, I could make you happy. We don't have to talk, we don't have to fight. Well, at least for tonight. Boy, come on over, let me make this right. It's just me and you, and a bottle of vodka will do. You've got my spare key and I got the juice. Let's skip to the part where we make up. You miss me and I miss us. I'm sorry for the way I let you down. You know I don't feel that way now. Apologize for the things you said. Help me understand what you meant. Let's promise to never let this happen again, 'cause I don't wanna be just friends. I don't wanna be just friends. something we'll do. We can get drunk under the stars and the moon. Let's skip to the part where we make up. You miss me and I miss us. I'm sorry for the way I let you down. You know I don't feel that way now. Apologize for things you said. Help me understand what you meant. Let's promise to never let this happen again. Ooh, I promise to never let this happen again. 'Cause I don't wanna be just friends. No, 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 no. 'Cause I don't wanna be. 'Cause I don't want to be just friends.
The Alpha Sessions with Emma Joyce.
If you were to be told that tomorrow you could play any gig, or a gig, in any venue in the world, big or small, outdoor, indoors, doesn't matter, where would it be?
That is a tough one. You weren't kidding when you said a hard question.
It's going to get a bit tougher in a minute, just to be aware.
Oh no, don't tell me that. Okay. For me, this might sound like, but for the O2 Arena,
Ooh.
I know that's really crazy, but that's
why not?
It's like down the road from me, and it's where I've gone to for most of my like high profile gigs. Like I saw Shania Twain there.
Oh, amazing.
In 2018, which is my favourite gig of all time I've ever been to. And so for me, like seeing her play that stage, I'm now like, I want to play that stage.
Yeah.
And I know, obviously, I could have been like the Sydney Opera House, you know? Like to me, I'm like, the O2 Arena, that's insane. But yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're in the O2 Arena, you're playing your gig tomorrow.
Okay.
You've all rehearsed and everything.
Yeah, obviously.
Who would you collaborate with? And it could be anyone, dead or alive.
Oh, stop. You are... And I can only choose one.
You can only choose one.
That's so hard. Okay. That's so difficult. Oh, man. That's because they could be dead or alive. Like,
yeah,
if
exactly.
Alive, I'd have been like, I know who it is, but like, you're giving me the choice of like bringing someone back from the dead.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know. I don't know if I can answer this. Okay.
Okay, well, at least have you narrowed it down? Let's sort of go backwards
so
from there.
If it was just alive people, I'd say probably Shania Twain or Taylor Swift.
Okay, yeah.
Because they're like two of my idols and I adore them. But because you introduced the dead rule, I'm like, Michael Jackson, Freddie Mercury.
Oh, okay, so we could have, what if we had a supergroup of you, Taylor Swift, Shania Twain, Michael Jackson and Freddie Mercury, does that work?
Yeah.
Okay, sorted.
Yeah, five-part harmonies, and
amazing.
I'm sure there'd be a wicked dance routine in there.
Oh, there definitely will be, and the costumes would be amazing.
We would look like ABBA on steroids. It would be amazing, yeah.
Okay, so final question of the 3 make-believe gig.
Okay.
If you had a dream rider with Michael Jackson, Freddie Mercury, Taylor Swift and Shania Twain, what would it be?
Puppies.
Puppies?
I want puppies.
That's hilarious.
I'm not fussy on the breed.
Okay, how many?
In fact, you can mix breed. Well, let's see. There's 5 of us, right?
So one each?
I'd say we'd more than one each. I think we need at least 2 or 3 each. I mean, come on, this is Michael Jackson and Freddie Mercury. I'm not bringing them back from the dead for 1 puppy each. All right, I'm just putting it out there. Puppies and M&Ms, chocolate M&Ms. Yeah. With Michael Jackson's face on them. You know, they do those ones.
Oh, do they? That's hilarious. I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you go down to the or any M&M shop, they've got a big one in London.
Yeah.
They do personalised M&Ms, and you could get initials or something put on them. But I'd have Michael Jackson's face.
So Michael Jackson would have to eat his face. That'd be a bit weird, no? Okay, yeah, we'll go with it.
So M&Ms, chocolate M&Ms.
Chocolate M&Ms and puppies.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. Sounds good.
I don't want a lot.
So coming up next, you got the new single in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
How else are you spending your time? I know it's pretty hectic, But like, has lockdown kind of made the creative juices come out even more so?
Yes and no.
Okay.
At the start, the juices were flowing non-stop. I was doing co-writes, like 2 or 3 times a week co-writing. Yeah. Everyone seemed to come out of the cracks and was like, let's co-write. But I have found that it's slowed down in the past couple of weeks. I think everyone's just started to get a little bit like...
tired? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's got that kind of epiphany that it's not over yet. Not close to being over yet in lockdown. So I think everyone's kind of just, having a bit of a moment. I've tried to keep on top of being creative, whether that's doing music or TikTok dances. Or like reading a book, or just, as I say, going for a walk or a run, just keeping active, like doing stuff. I work for an NHS hospital, but my placement, I'm waiting for my next placement. So I do temporary work. I just go where I'm needed. So I finished one placement about 4 weeks ago. Okay. But they haven't got a lot on right now because no one's taking holidays, obviously. Yeah. So there's not a lot of work. So I'm waiting for my next placement to start. So I've actually only technically been in kind of like self-isolating lockdown for 4 weeks. Because up until then I was working. So it's like life didn't really change for me. I was going to work, coming home, doing music.
Same routine, I guess.
Yeah, same routine. So I've only really been in lockdown for about 4 weeks.
I'm actually a little bit jealous of that.
Yes, no, it was quite nice. I mean, they made the parking free at the hospital, which was great. There was no one on the roads. My petrol got really cheap. So really, it was great. But yeah.
Small things.
Silver linings, that's me. I'm silver linings all the way.
No, absolutely. So if people want to find out more about you, where can they go? What can they do?
Good question. So my website, louiseparkermusic.com, has all of my information on there, as long as I remember to update it.
You are quite good at updating it. I checked it last night.
I do try, yes. I think I need to add an iTunes pre-order link. That only came out today, actually. So I do need to add that. I put my hands up. I haven't done that yet. But from my website, louiseparkermusic.com, there is links to all of my social media sites. And you mentioned it. I've got it. I'm everywhere.
Yay! Well, thank you so much for giving up time to chat to me on Zoom.
Thank you so much for having me. Let's do this again soon.
It's been a pleasure. And can we do it again in person, please? And hug it out.
Yes, 100%. I'll be there with knobs on.
You suit my review mirror, honey. Now there's a picture I could frame, sit you on my bedside table night and day. Thinking you'll pick me up in that rusty truck. We'll drink some beer and laugh it off. It don't work that way. 'Cause my mama didn't raise no saint, but my daddy won't allow a sinner. I guess we'll find out the hard way. You sued my review mirror, honey. Now there's a picture I could frame, sit you on my bedside table night and day. And you could keep on dreaming, darling. I'm a gun with just one shot. You're in my dust, you're long forgotten. Thought we had it all, but I was wrong. You were on the other side of town having fun. Ooh, and that's not all. I guess you thought it would be fine when you said her name instead of mine. It's a long way to fall. You sued my rearview mirror, honey. Now there's a picture I can frame, sit you on my bedside table night and day. Won't make that mistake again. Whoa, oh, won't make that mistake again. Whoa, hitched a ride out of town, but not before I spread the word around.